everybody, it's Gary Vaynerchuk from Wine Library TV and GaryVaynerchuk.com. That's where we are right now. And I really wanted to address this Revision 3 thing. I feel like too many people have asked me about it, so I'll address it. But I'm going to address it more global. As you can tell by the title of this video, why do we wait for hard times to make smart decisions? Right? And so everybody's talking about, oh, the economic meltdown, and oh, Gary, you're so bull crap. You're saying that things are good. I am saying things are good, and I'm going to tell you why. For some reason, it takes, the news of crisis or things of that nature to make people rethink stuff. Sometimes people have a death in the family or near-death experience, and they relive their lives. They go a different direction. Or, just more simple, not as epic and large, when you're running a business, when the economy gets a little tougher, you start making better decisions. You start looking. And so what Revision 3 did, in my opinion, was just made some really smart decisions. I don't really know much about their epic food deal, but let me definitely tell you about the shows that they canceled and what they did with me. Obviously, the shows they canceled just weren't getting viewership, and it was tough for them to monetize. That's what networks do all the time. Obviously, Martin Sargent and Sarah, these guys are amazing, internet superstars with a lot of track record and equity, and so it makes big news. But at the end of the day, if internet superstar Pop Siren weren't doing well, they needed to cancel it because they were spending funds and money and effort and time on building something that they weren't able to monetize against. Something you should think about with your blog. Have you positioned yourself to monetize? Anyway, it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Anyway, and with my deal, Wine Library TV was a distribution deal with Revision 3. What they had at the end of the day was the right to turn an episode of Wine Library TV into a smaller episode of Wine Library Reserve, where Glenn would edit it down. But that was a lot of work because you got to take a crap load of me and and then shrink it down to 5 minutes. And that's just a lot of work and tougher to monetize because so much, 90-something% of my traffic comes to WineLibraryTV.com or actually iTunes. As a mod, link up the iTunes link if you want to watch Wine Library TV on iTunes. We'll link that up for you right now. So, they weren't getting the mass of the traffic, so it was hard for them to monetize it. It wasn't their own property. At the end of the day, I would have kicked my sorry ass off there too. Heck, if I was in the reverse, it would have never happened in the first place. You need to control your own game, right? At the end of the day, they need to make smarter and bigger and better business decisions. And if the economy, which I'm not so sold that that's the rationale, made them, shed their fat and focus on entities they own and can get ROI against, that makes a hell of a lot of sense to me, Mott. There's no reason that they should not be able to monetize against me and spend all that time and effort. So, made a lot of sense. I totally get where they're coming from. I give them kudos. Obviously, for me, on my end, I've been pumping out, nothing changed before or after. I think Mott here is a little happy because he's got one less thing to do a day. Obviously, I had a lot of fun being a part of that platform. It's a great platform, and I wish those guys well, and it helped me pick up new fans, and that's probably the downside, but it's really no different than me stopping to upload from YouTube. WineLibraryTV.com has always been the home and the traffic. But at the end of the day, the real question on Revision 3 and everybody else is, why do people wait for the tough times? This is why such great businesses are built during these times. This is why I keep telling you to go out and hustle and build something right now, because you're going to be making really shrewd and sharp business decisions with real ways to monetize, because there's not stupid money being floated around or stupid theories or stupid decisions. People are tightening up, which means that it's going to be tighter, stronger, and better from a business model. So kudos to Revision 3, and I hope other people are going to start making really smart decisions, because that's how you win. And, that's it. Make smart decisions, whether the economy is good or bad.